Peace, Disability Heru reporting live from Homeland Village in Macon Georgia, and I'm back once again with the owner and the founder, Abijah Changa, reporting live and coming back from Africa. How you doing, sir? I see you glow. How you doing? Back from Africa. Abijah, tell us about your trip, man, from the beginning to the end, start to finish. Let us hear the process and how long you was gone and everything that you did in between.
That was put together by a young man that's originally from Georgia, but he's moved to Ghana. He went to school over there, and after school, he really, appreciated the lifestyle, the culture over there, and he decided he wanted to stay. And he's been putting together the tours, for African American who want to come visit the country and see what it's like. And he did a wonderful job. And a group of us, about 8 of us, went over there. And we didn't all know one another in the beginning, but through the process, we grew to have a lot of love and respect for one another. We took that journey together. We obtained a lot of good memories, and it was a nice trip, very nice. Ghana is a land that is very rich, in so much culture, and the people there are just very warm people, very kind people, and they just have a lifestyle that everybody could mimic and and benefit from.
When the plane first touched down, how was the feeling when you first put your first foot down on African soil?
The journey back home. It is home. It really is, and landing down there, it was very exhilarating. You see people, the whole country, people who look like you, one thing, people who not threatening you in any kind of way, but rather showing you love, and they care. They welcome you home, so genuinely, and you really feel like you are at home. So it is. I would call it the Black African American. I would call it their heaven on earth. Yeah. That's what I call it, heaven on earth for African Americans over here. And that's where we left from. Ghana has over 46 dungeons, the slave dungeon, and you see, and there's only 66 in the whole area, whole western area of Ghana, where the slaves were held before they came to this country, and so. Most of them in Ghana, so I would say probably at least 75% of the people who came through the Middle Passage came through the country of Ghana. So we did, travel to the slave dungeons, and that was a very emotional part of the trip. To really feel what they went through. After being captured and chained and brutalized and brought, actually they were kept in those dungeons for on average about 3 months, waiting on the ships to come back from America after they go and take a whole load of people, then they come back, and it was like a 3-month process, and what they had to go through for that period, because they were locked up in a room, and they had to stand up pretty much all the time, and everything they did, we had to do it right in that one spot. Use the bathroom, just eat everything. And it's just something that you really wouldn't wish on nobody. You just wonder how anybody could be that inhumane. To subject another person through something like that. So that was very touching. But most of the other part of the trip was very eye-opening. Very. We went to visit Kwame Nkrumah, Ghana's first, president, and they said a lot of them say the only president because he was, one of the greatest ones that came after their independence, and he has a great monument over there, a great museum, and it's very respected and stuff. So we went there. It's located in Accra. But we also went to other areas. Went to the Cape Coast area region. That's where a lot of that's where some of the Dungeons were. We went to Elmina, along the west coast of Ghana, Basua, and up into the mountains, the Voltic Mountain. And that's a beautiful area too.
You being a young roster, man, like we talked on the other video, how long has this journey, or how long have you been traveling this journey to make it to Africa?
I actually tried a couple of, that was the second time I tried. The first time, it failed because the pandemic hit around the time that I was getting ready to go, and all things kind of went haywire, and they canceled our flight about 2 weeks before I was scheduled to leave. So that part was real hard, but I've been wanting to get to Ghana ever since I could think. Just never knew the process, so learning the process. Now the way it was done this time was very convenient for people, and I encourage to try to go that way. When you get a guide, somebody who's over there who can show you areas and know the routes of how things go over there. That would be a good way to go, especially for your first time. And that's what happened with us. It was, like I said, it was 8 of us who went, and we had a very good guide, and he planned a nice tour, a very nice tour. We got a chance to see how everybody over there live. The people in the city, the wealthy people, the people who are not so wealthy, but the spirit of people that's what really shine through more than anything. Because whether you had money or not, you just had a great spirit. You wasn't stressing out over things. Life was just good. Everywhere you went, you heard good music. You had good food, good people around. So it's nothing bad to say about Ghana. That thing. The climate over there is very good. Because it's tropical. You got all kind of fruit trees, coconut trees, mangoes, pineapple, and the pineapple over there, the sweetest pineapple I ever had. They are so good. So, yeah.
Talk about the food. I know you're vegan and you do deal with the fish a little bit for the people, but tell us about the food in Ghana.
Okay, the food is excellent because I guess it's something about the soil there. Africa is very rich. It's a very rich country. It's not polluted with a lot of, chemicals and stuff. Where factories and things are, just destroying the water and the land. So everything over there grows pretty lush. It kind of grows a lot of places. It grows wild. So just everywhere you go, you're gonna see coconut trees, pineapple trees, mango trees, banana trees, papaya trees. And the list just goes on. So nobody needs to go hungry over there. Everybody can eat a good meal and be healthy. They cook a lot. A lot of good food. They do a lot of rice. Cook a lot of rice. And the fishermen go out every day and catch fish. And it's unique how I watched the fishermen. They got their style of how they do things, and it seems pretty unique, but it works. And fresh fish is available every day. And all you gotta do is know where to go get it. Yeah.
So, like I said, you've been on your conscious and spiritual awakening for all of these years. Where does this rank in your life?
I say it ranked very high for sure. To go back from which you came. It's to repatriate. Because that's what Marcus Garvey wanted us to do. To go back from where we come from. To actually make that move, it really just edifies the whole soul, the whole body, and spirit. And I went some places that, just kind of opened my eyes up. He opened my eyes up to how our culture really has taught the world. It's taught the world so much, and it's still strong over there, and it never get the recognition that it deserves because it's going up against a system that, they want to say is the greatest in the world, but we all know it's not, though. It's actually crumbling right now as we speak. So when you go to Ghana, you don't deal with stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, the way I did it, and I had no problem, so I would definitely recommend that. Going with a tour. And like I said, the young brother Kokai, who put this together, he did an excellent job, and it was done where you could pay money on a monthly basis, over a period of time, so it wouldn't be so hard to get it all up at one time. The actual trip cost $3,500. That included the airline ticket to and from, hotel accommodation, and we stayed in some beautiful hotels, 5-star hotels, beautiful and well equipped stuff, hot tubs, nice saunas and stuff like that, and it was 4 payments. It was $3,500, so with 3 payments of $900, and they were spread out probably anywhere between 30 and 45 days. You pay each month, and then you have to have your passport, of course, and then you get a visa that's around about $100, and I would say the only other thing you need is with COVID going on now, you're required to get the COVID test within 72 hours of your flight. So that's required here in the country. And then once you get over there, you have to take another COVID test, and that's it. Well, on the way back, you have to take a COVID test as well. So, but you do it 3 times, and that's it. And as long as you don't test positive, you're good to go. And what else? Let's say I know the food. Like I know we keep going back to the food, but it's so good. A lot of vegan places over there to eat, and we had some good vegetables. Some of the stuff that I hadn't had, and they do a lot of okra. They love okra over that way. So yeah, spinach, cabbage.
I came here Thursday,
right,
and we was talking about how the people greeted you. The Guyanese people, how they greeted you when you went to Africa. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, well, the language over there is I think Swahili, and Ghanaian language they greet you with the word kwaba, and I only learned a few words, but Madasi was thank you, and I can't remember a whole lot, but it was very unique. But most of the people that speak English,
Speak English.
Yeah, So
but, did the natives, when they saw and they can kind of tell that you were from over here, like you was telling me how they were telling you welcome home.
Welcome home.
And they happy to have you there.
Yeah, they are, and they genuinely welcome you, because they know that how we left there, wasn't good, and they know the trauma that a lot of us have endured over here in this country. So they really are happy. They really want us to come back home, because they're going through some issues too, and they feel like us coming together, working on our problem, is a better solution, than staying separated. So they truly welcome you home.
Was your trip more educational or spiritual?
It was both, because it's definitely spiritual. You can feel that, in the land and just people, how they go about their day is very, very spiritual. But, the educational part is just learning, because Ghana went through colonizing, and they just got their independence back in the 1950s. So they only celebrating, maybe about 50-some years, well, 70 years now of their independence. So
Yes,
but the thing about they've been in their own country all their life. Yeah.
The number one thing that I said when I saw you, he was sparkling. He was glowing. I could see him like he was shined up way down the street. Abijah, where did that glow come from, man?
It came from just being at home and being around people where you don't feel threatened by anything, and just touching the soil of your home where you never experienced anything that gratifying. So yeah, it is a glow, and I recommend everybody go grab a bit of that glow. It's plenty of it there for you. It really is. It really is. And I'm planning on going back as much as I can. Possibly even moving over there. At least spending just as much time over there as I do here. Because they do offer dual citizenship. It's a process that you go through for it, but it's easy to obtain. Especially being African American. So they extend that. And I've heard also that they have land over there that's available for us. If they're not giving it to you at a very good price. For Africans of the diaspora.
Yes, sir. Anything that you would like to share that we didn't go over the past couple minutes of this video that you would like to just pass down about Africa and your experience?
Well, I just want to say we have to not accept all the misconceptions that people make about Africa. Because a lot of people want us to think that Africa is underdeveloped, poor, and stuff like that. And it's totally not that. It's very, very rich in so many ways. I only traveled to Ghana, but I could tell, by that, the richness of it. Ghana was a Gold Coast. There's so much wealth over there, and to just walk on that land and see things with your own eyes, it dispel all the other lies and stuff that other people is trying to spread on it. So it's a very I would say technology, very rich in technology. It's just development. We got a lot of skyscrapers and stuff like that. A lot of beautiful homes, and like I say, it's a blend of just nature and modern. So especially in the crop. But everywhere you go, people are doing that thing, making there's a lot of entrepreneurship over there. A lot of people have their own businesses and stuff. Black people, they run the country. Black people running the country, which a lot of people think that we're not capable of doing. So it dispels that myth as well, and doing a great job at it.
This is the bearded Heru reporting live again from Homeland Village, and I'm with Abijah, and we just went over his back from Africa. Hey, peace.